Um, I'm Ethan Fain. I am a senior in high school currently, and I'm planning on attending the George Washington University this fall, so the fall of 2019. And I'm going to be studying international affairs and going to attempt a bachelor's of science in international affairs, which means not only will I be studying international affairs, but I'll also be taking STEM-related coursework. So that will be an integral part of what I'm studying in college. To start off with, let's talk about like getting a job in high school, right? Because that's definitely important. People want not only want to know what they want to do after high school and get workforce experience, but they also, simply want to make money while they're in high school, right? So, as far as like what can you do and what do you do in getting a job in high school? Most people I know, and from personal experience, I know at least getting a job in high school, right? It tends to be stuff like working in a restaurant as a waiter, waitress, cashier, right? Sometimes it can be like physical work. It could be like working for a landscaping company. Oftentimes it's dealing with children or younger kids, right? Like being an attendant at an aftercare school program, right? Like taking care of children after school, or like just working with children and taking care of children in general. I mean, for many people, it might be simply like working for a family as a babysitter, right? But as far as like what you'll do, having a job in high school, it tends not to be stuff that's dealing with, frankly, like much intellect, right? Much like practical knowledge that you learn in school, right? It tends to be stuff that you learn like on the job site, right? For instance, if you're going to be a waiter or waitress, right? Most of the time, and probably most of all cases, the restaurant will teach you how like the skills that you need to be a waiter or waitress, right? So, like most of the skills that you acquire or are that are required for the job, right, are oftentimes learned in the job site and not in something like school or outside research. As far as like getting these jobs, right, it simply requires you to put in the effort in finding them, right? Most of the time, there's plenty of local businesses that are willing to hire people for jobs such as the one I listed before, right? And like the only thing required for this, for the wide majority of cases, right, is you just getting out there, talking to people, right, talking to the people, the bosses at the places that you'd like to work at, that you're looking for work, right? And like putting yourself out there, right? Letting people know that you're looking for a job, right? And if I can almost guarantee you, if you put the effort in looking for a job when you're in high school, right, you will most likely find one. For me personally, I've been working since I was 14. So literally when I was legally allowed to work, I've been working, right? And I've worked in two restaurants, a supermarket, and I've worked for the local schools and helping like in after school programs and for like a summer camp. uh, I worked at a local supermarket, and I got a job there, and I only worked once because I did not enjoy the job at all at the supermarket, right? And even though like my parents chided me for it, the people who worked there chided me for it, right? I did not enjoy the job at all, and it had nothing to do with the pay, right? It just had with me the job not working for me, right? So if the job doesn't work for you, I think that you shouldn't stick with it. I think that there's plenty of jobs out there that you can find, and that if you don't like a job, right, you could easily quit that job and find another one.